Welcome back to Car Chat TV. I'm Oliver, and in today's episode I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should be looking at or buying the Kia Niro EV. Looks. We have to talk looks. The looks are probably the biggest contributing factor as to why you would get a Kia Niro EV. And looks don't lie, people. This sold over 78,000 units last year by the end of June 2022. And it does look modern. It does look different to other cars out there, and I think people are liking it, especially here in the UK. We've got these boomerang rear lights there that we've seen on the Kia Sportage and the Kia EV6. We should have a tiger nose grille as well, updated, keeping it in line with that current design language from Kia. They do 3 different versions. They do the hybrid, self-charging hybrid, and the EV. You can always tell the EV because it's got a closed top here and then an open part here. We've got on the new EV, Niro EV, used to be called the e-Niro, these heartbeat lights. They go kind of what you see on the ECG. Kind of a bit of a weird inspiration to take. I always think ECG and heart monitors are for when people are a bit ill, but you could argue they also give life too. We've got these kind of plasticky cladding bits on the side, making it a little bit more SUV-esque, but it is a crossover. And one thing we should talk about are these is the drag coefficient. This has got a drag coefficient of 0.29. The air is allowed to flow through there on this C-pillar all the way back through. As you can I get some light down there? I think, there it is. There's the light, you can see straight through. And on the 4 trim level, you can actually change that C-pillar to another color, like black, contrasting. Some people say it looks like the Audi R8, but it doesn't. I actually think you should leave it. I don't think it needs it. I think it's a bit of a awkward place at the back to have a different color than the front. This is in Cityscape green, just for reference. It's £595 option, but I think the looks are pretty much the main factor why people in the UK are buying the Kia Niro EV. 78,000 units last year. Like I said, it's the second most selling model that Kia do, just underneath the Kia Sportage, and it is their biggest selling EV over the Kia EV6, which starts at 45k. This is £37,295. What do you think about the looks of the Niro EV? Let me know in the comments. It's super easy to drive and fun too. And also what I found with having this car for a week is it's well damped. Combined with the 17-inch alloys that you get with the Niro EV, it soaks the lumps and bumps up extremely well, because I thought it was going to be a little bit firmer, as EVs generally tend to be because of the weight. But the UK roads are an absolute disgrace. They're disgusting, and this is soaked up the lumps and bumps extremely well. The presence on the road is good. It's not too big, and I've got great visibility. I can see straight through my back window. The wing mirrors on this don't actually go in. This is the 2-level trim. You get the 3 and then the 4, and I think the next one up, the wing mirrors go in when you lock the car. But overall, I think this is going to have everything someone of a family or looking at a sort of entry-level electric vehicle needs, because you've got some good range, 285 miles. It's easy to jump in and out of. The steering works well, it's well balanced. I would like it a little bit lighter, but that's just me. It's got a funny little bit of stiffness to it just as you initially put the inputs into the wheel, but after that it kind of loosens up. But it doesn't really change much between the eco, normal and sport mode, apart from the accelerator just getting a little bit more responsive. You've got a snow mode on here as well, which will help you get more traction when we have snowy weathers in the UK. It is cold here, but overall I've really enjoyed just jumping in the car. Super easy to get to A to B, and I think anyone that's looking at electric vehicles, if they jump in a Kia Niro EV and have a test drive, it's definitely going to get them thinking. It's practical too. Not only is there plenty of space inside and plenty of headroom with a headliner that's actually made from recycled wallpaper, you've got these kind of lips on the back of the chair which will allow you to hang coats, bags on, coat hangers, whatever you want. It's kind of like what you've seen in the Sportage. Knee room's good as well. We've got a little bit of storage there. Flat floor because it's an EV, no transmission tunnel. And check out the boot. We've got 475 litres of boot space. I think that's more than enough. And look, nice deep cavernous hole underneath the boot floor where the cables are at the moment. Plenty of space, little cubbies down there as well. And that's not it. Run with me round the front. Look, it's got a frunk. 20 litres of frunk space. Now, not EVs, not all EVs have frunk space, do they? You can put your cables in there if you wanted to, or in the boot that we just looked at as well. But pretty fancy. Another great reason why you should be looking at a Kia Niro EV. It's got good range on a Niro EV. You get 285 miles. The charging port is in the front, and you can charge it up at home. This is how I would do it at home on a 7.4 kilowatt wall box, and that'll take you 9 hours and 25 minutes till full. 72 kilowatt max charge isn't the most revolutionary charge, is it? I've had cars with higher max, but that will take you, if you find a 100 kilowatt fast charge, that will take you 10 to 80 in around 43 minutes. You get plenty of tech. We've got smart cruise control there. That's for setting the distance from the car in front. It will brake, accelerate, and be autonomous for you. You can change also the miles per hour with this little toggle. You've got lane follow assist there, which will steer for you. Obviously, you'll have to put your hands on both sides of the wheel because it's got a sensor. If you take it off, it'll say put your hands on the wheel. You've got standard. This is the 2. I know it looks weird, right? I'd rather have a bigger infotainment, but you're gonna have to go to the 3 and the 4 for that. But you get reverse camera standard with 2 different types of views. There you go, it's from the number plate. We'll get it back on that. And then we've got USB-C. We've got a 12-volt one in there as well. And not only that, we've got them on the rear seats too. 1, 2. There you go, super handy. Plenty of tech inside this Niro EV. And here's an extra reason. It's eco-friendly. It's used with BTX-free paint, which means no benzene, toluene or xylene, helping reduce and minimize waste in the environment. The seats, if you pay for the 4-level trim, they are made from a bio-based polyurethane with Tencel. And Tencel is a cellulosic fibre taken from wood and eucalyptus trees and leaves. So you can say to your mate, if you really care about the environment, you can say, what are your seats made out of? Probably oil and petrol, bad for the environment. Mine, made from leaves, yeah? But again, you're gonna have to pay for that. It's a bit annoying you can't get that type of environmentally friendly version in the lower trims. You have to pay for it. It's like buying food that's good for you, isn't it? The healthy options is always more money than just the normal food. So what are you gonna do? Well, just get normal food. The headline is also made from recycled wallpaper. We mentioned that briefly earlier, but it is eco-friendly, just how manufacturers are trying to be now. Good for the environment. Maybe you care about it, maybe you don't. Let me know if you're eco-friendly in the comments. So that has been the episode on the 5 reasons why you should be getting the Kia Niro EV. Let me know what you think about the car down below in the comments. What car would you rather get over the Niro EV? Just for reference, this was the 64.8 kilowatt hour 2 trim, level 2 trim, kind of the entry model. Maybe you already own a Niro EV. Let me know how you're getting on with it, what range you're getting, what you love about the car. As always, if you like the episode, throw me a like, get subbed, and I will see you on the next one.